Sociology is a fairly popular optional for civil service. The good thing about the subject is there are actually a lot of faculties in the field and there are a lot of books. When it comes to books, the problem is none of the books actually covers the entire syllabus. The so-called popular books actually have so many chapters, but they are not exactly aligned to the UPSC syllabus. This becomes a problem because students sometimes unnecessarily read the chapters and they may not be having any direct connection to the exam. So, GK publication is bringing you the book called How to Tackle Sociology Optional. So, the idea here is to cover the entire syllabus through previous year questions. Why previous year questions? Because if you look the syllabus of sociology, you could see that almost 90% of the questions are actually repeated with slight modifications on the content. So, if you pay close attention to the syllabus, we could actually cover the entire area, and if we check the previous year questions, we could actually write proper answers based on that, and such a book is going to be really useful. So, in this particular book, that's what we are trying to do. One problem with the subject of sociology is a lot of people who are teaching the subject may not be having a proper background. They would have just took it as an optional for the exam and then later would have just continued with their teaching career if they couldn't succeed in the exam. This sometimes creates problem because people without background may confuse certain basic concepts, because in sociology each word actually means very specific things. Like the word society, we could otherwise use it very without any specific meaning, we could use it flexibly, but in sociology once you write society, it actually is very specific. So, people without subject background sometimes confuse this. Another problem which I would like to add is, people, especially for sociology paper 2, when they come up with case studies, they tend to come up with examples from the Hindu, Frontline, Economic and Political Weekly, etc. But in sociology, when we talk about case studies, it's all about sociological studies. And these studies are not available in the larger public domain, they will be published in the sociological journals. People without background may not be having access to such sources, and sometimes this can create misconception among the students. In this book, we actually try to cover this aspect as well. So, let me just talk a little bit about myself as well. My name is Remya Roshni. I have done my graduation and post-graduation in sociology, and also I am qualified in NET. And in 2006, I cleared UPSC Civil Service with an All India rank of 72, and I have been actually teaching for the past more than 20 years. So, with my background in sociology only, I am able to give you these insights about the problems in the preparation. So, when we thought about this book for sociology optional, we wanted to address all these problems. So, this book actually starts with an introduction where we could see that how sociology as an optional is going to be useful for your civil service preparation. Because sociology has a lot of overlapping with your general studies, your paper 1 social issues have a direct connection with sociology, and most of the questions are very deep. So, if you have sociology background or you have sociology as an optional, this part you can tackle in a better way. And other papers also, especially when we talk about the developmental programs and people's participation, your sociological knowledge is going to be very useful. Of course, in your general essay paper, sociology can help you a lot because we cover a wide variety of topics, especially sociology paper 2, the Indian society. And when you go for interview as well, this is going to be really useful. So, I am talking about all these utility part of sociology and the general mistakes people make while studying sociology of their own. These are the introductory part. Then each chapter of this book has actually a particular structure. The sociology actually paper 1 have 10 chapters and paper 2 have 15 chapters. So in this book we are covering each chapter one by one, and every chapter starts with an introduction. It gives a summary about the chapter, what all things are we will be studying, and in the exam point of view, how many questions you can expect. So a brief introduction is what you see in the front, followed by the key concepts covered in the chapter. Then we proceed into questions. So we start with a question and an answer. Then what we do is, for each question, similar questions might have been asked in the previous years. For example, the first chapter, the origin of sociology, there may be a question related to, how French Revolution helped in origin of sociology, or how Industrial Revolution have helped in the origin of sociology, or maybe sometimes the question is all about how sociology emerged as a subject in the 19th century. So for all these questions, the content of the answer is similar. So we put one question in the top, giving you the detailed answer, then give similar questions and tips on how to modify your answers. This is followed by a set of future possible questions as well. So by this, you will be able to cover the entire area and related questions, and you could think about the possible future questions as well. In this format, we have covered the entire syllabus, and the next thing is the case studies. In the case studies chapter, almost 70 case studies which have published in sociological journals recently have been combined for your benefit. After that, I have given a list of books for study as well. So, this books helps you to cover the entire syllabus through the question answer format and helps you to write your own answers and cross check it, and you can of course write the future possible questions as well, so that you will be really ready for your actual examination. So all these case studies which is given in the annex, you could actually incorporate them in your sociology paper 2 answers for better marks. So with my all these years of experience and feedback from the students, I tried to incorporate all those elements into this single book. So this book is exactly tailor-made for your exam, and it could be used as a complete solution for your sociology optional preparation. So GK Publications is bringing you this how to tackle sociology optional, and I hope you will find it really useful for your preparation. Thank you.